All right, day 17 of Jump Rope Explorations. We're going to take a pause from doing some new styles of jumps and throw something else into the mix here, and that is to use a weighted method of jumping. So, ready or not, this is not for just the more advanced or proficient jump ropers. This is something that you're welcome to try at any point, especially if you own one of the pieces of equipment that I'm going to talk about, or you've been interested in getting this, because we're talking about adding and resistance in some form or another. That's what a weight is, right? It's a resistance, and that's going to kick up the boost of your calorie burn, your intensity, as well as speeding up some of the toning benefits of jump roping. So it's not just because you're doing this one set of jump roping session and you're ready to graduate to make it harder. You could also use it for a couple different ways, but mainly to increase your speed once you take the weight off, or decrease the weight, as well as the effect of the possibility of shortening your session and still getting a higher calorie and intensity boost. Okay, so there's several ways that we could try the weighted method, and the weighted vest is going to be my preferred. Then there's ankle weights, and then there's what's called the heavy rope. That is the weighted rope itself, and so we're talking 1/2 pound to 2 pounds. The weighted vest is going to be my preferred method. It's something that I've done a movement of the day on. Firstly, because it's something that you should invest in, that has very multifunctional benefits. But the way to use the weighted vest is always going to be the same in terms of, if you're using it like a regular vest, it's to wear it and forget it. Meaning, this is a 10-pound vest. So the difference between wearing this and wearing it and forgetting it versus using a 10-pound dumbbell or another specific weight, usually that focus is going to have to be on moving that weight. But the wear it and forget it, you're basically adding this sort of invisible weight on your person, and you should not be impeded in any way in doing whatever movement you're doing. So with this particular style, which is body rock, if you do this, I'm wearing it upside down right now in terms of there's a logo. If you wear it upside down and you clip it under boobage, then you're going to have a more snug fit. If you flip it right side up, then for a different style of exercise where you need more arm freedom, okay, then it would go above boobage. All right, so this one is 10 pounds. The most common weights for weight vest to use it in this manner would be 6 to 12 pounds. Okay, I would say stick to 8 to 10. So that's one way. Now the ankle weights are going to be another versatile tool. So the ankle weights, if you use it also as a wrist weight, or you may have a separate wrist weight, like if you were doing aerobics in the 80s and 90s, this will actually have that overall effect, but of course give a little bit more of an intensity to that specific body part. So either your legs or your forearms or your shoulders. Now, one great tip if you're a beginner, okay, is to actually use the wrist weights, okay, when you're jump roping, so that you can focus on the wrist rotations, because this weight is going to remind you and even impede you from doing the wrong movements of trying to rotate through the arms versus the wrist. Okay, so that's a great tip to try. Now finally, there is a weighted handle ropes. I'm not that crazy about them. Now the weighted rope itself is an investment. It does have the overall resisted effect of a weighted vest, because it's distributing through the whole body. But like I said, it's an investment, and unless you're jump roping like hardcore and you want to go ahead and invest in like 2 or 3 different weights, it's not necessary. The weighted vest is going to be way more functional, multifunctional for outside of the jump rope sessions as well. All right, so give that a go. The boost of speed that you'll get once you take that weight off is going to be fun to experience, and you could experience that with using a weighted vest outside of jump roping as well. But you should definitely feel light enough to where you could feel like you could speed up as well. So that's a fun thing to experience. Give it a try.